So on TikTok, a lot of people have low-key not been fucking with this album.
Ariana Grande's new album, Petal, is probably the worst of her career, is what a lot of these publications are saying, a lot of fans are saying. Some outlets are calling it boring, others calling it a flop.
I didn't like Petal, not because I don't like Ariana Grande, not because I'm trying to hate, because rhythmically, it all sounds the exact same.
So Petal was one of the more terrifying albums that I've ever listened to in my life.
Today we're gonna analyze this music video and we're gonna try to piece together connections between the video and Ariana Grande's real life. Without further ado, let's get it! Let's get it! Petal opens on a daisy coming out of the concrete. Then the camera drags out and shows Ariana Grande walking out of a taxi. She has a flyer in her hand for an audition. She walks into this office building and there's an old lady that's at the desk and she's like all sweet and giddy and shit, but the lady's like, you know, fucking with her. Like, she's just being mean to her. She introduces herself as Pepper. The lady tells her to get an application, pick a number, and get in line. And when she walks into this room, there's like a whole bunch of other girls that's already sitting there. So it's like, damn, this bitch is packed. And as much as I love my girl, it wouldn't be right of me to not point out the elephant in the room. This music video, visually, is very concerning, but the lyrics are also even more concerning. She states, "Tell me who's to blame, is it the people or myself? But this time feels so very different. This is not a cry for help. A couple million from my thoughts, I've got plenty. But I am not the victim, bitch. I'm practically drowning in my blessings." Just because someone is wealthy or famous or affluent does not mean that everything is fine and that their life is just fucking rainbows and unicorns and shit, right? Her having these things does not necessarily mean that she is happy. She is a victim. She's not a perfect victim. That doesn't mean that she hasn't done anything wrong in life. But she is a victim to the industry, at least, no? She goes to this room with 4 older men and, you know, she performs for them, and at the end of it, they stamp her application with "not good enough." It doesn't stop her though. It doesn't stop her. She goes again and she takes another number. And this time she's a new character and she's in a new outfit. But again, it doesn't sway them. She is still not good enough. She uses this imagery of a daisy losing its petals every time that she gets rejected. It reminds me of like a love me not sort of thing. And again, she comes back and now she's in like this cow print outfit. I think I like this one the best. I like the brown. The performances that she's doing for these men are very sensual, you know, like sex sells. So she's trying to use her sex appeal to help with this role. And it is one of the critiques that they do give her on like one of her applications, that she isn't sexy enough. Speaking of her application, some other notes that they give her, they're like, oh, you know, she's got a great voice and she's just so kind, but she's so boring. They say that nothing stands out. They say that she has got too much work done and that she's desperate. And it's just like, oh my God, like they're eating my girl up. It's obvious that these men are like an allegory, not just for the industry, but also for like the public eye. So she's kind of like taking a little shot at us. Then the music cuts. The guys, they're like, oh, thank you so much for, you know, taking the time to come here and perform for us. But today's performance was a little flat. I think we're good. Then they just keep on roasting my girl. They go on to say that she's unmarketable, unattractive, inauthentic. It's just like, oh my God. And it's low-key funny though. It's funny. This guy's being a hater.
You give off this feeling that is completely...
It's unmarketable.
What's the word?
Unattractive.
So harsh. Then they say that they miss the way that she used to be. Again, kind of her calling out the masses. I would hate for her to feel like we miss the way that she used to be in terms of her looks. Like, as we age, our bodies fluctuate and they change. And the discourse isn't like, oh, I wish you looked like how you were when you were a teenager. It's like, oh, I wish you were healthy again. You know what I mean? Then the guys are like, what you got? You got some kind of personality disorder or something? Which again is like fucking hilarious.
Is you got some personality disorder going on? Is that the thing?
But still pretty sad though. Very, very sad. She smiles sweetly after their critiques and she leaves the room. Immediately picking up her chainsaw, revving it up, and going to town. Going to town. She's drenched in blood from head to toe. And she goes out and she walks in the waiting room with the other women. At first they all gasp and they're kind of quiet before just applauding. exploding into a standing ovation. The lady at the front desk, she's like, good for you, bitch. And I just...
Good for you, bitch.
I love it. She goes to a Chinese restaurant and she opens up a fortune cookie. It says, you bloom wherever you are planted. Then the fourth wall breaks and this is her acting, apparently. She's like, oh, hey, do I need to do that again? And he's like, oh, no, you're good. We got it. And before she leaves, he's like, this town needs a girl like you.
This town deserves a star like you.
And you know, she just gives him a little smile. Then she goes outside and there's like a whole bunch of paparazzi waiting for her. So she's signing autographs and the camera pans down and now a new Daisy coming out of the concrete in full bloom. Okay, now I want to talk about like how good is the song, because that was a lot of the discourse online was like the fact that the music was shitty. Honestly, the song is not too bad. It's not too bad. But if I did have to give it one critique, I'd say that the rhythm of the lyrics are a bit weak. She's singing it very straight, just kind of like staccato almost.
'Cause this music and I will never die.
Like, and I guess this does kind of provide a good contrast from the chorus, where she's doing a little bit more with her voice and she's singing very like breathy and high.
Such a fuck situation.
But then again, I don't really feel like this pre-chorus necessarily amps us up for the chorus. It just feels like she's just saying stuff. It doesn't feel very powerful and impactful. It could also be an issue with just the arrangement of the beat itself. There's no new instruments really, there's just like slight variations here and there, mostly with the drums. And also the energy levels, the dynamics of the song are very consistent, not a lot of range.
Again, someone to save me.
An example of a song where I feel like she actually does a really good job in amping up energy is No Tears Left to Cry on the Sweetener album. That song is great. In No Tears Left to Cry, it starts slow, there's like pads in the back, they're playing the chords. And then the tempo increases and there's drums that come in the background. This kind of like breakbeat pattern. And her vocals too are like amping up. She's saying the lyrics like she's rapping them more so than singing. And the rhythm is a lot quicker in contrast to that kind of slower singing she did in the intro. And the energy swells and it crescendos into the verse, where now the chords are a lot more staccato as opposed to like the droning pad that was in the intro. So you really do feel a build up and it feels like we go on a journey. Knowing that she can make a song like this, it's like, okay, girl, you kind of missed the mark with this one, I have to say. And that was Petal. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see a video that's kind of similar to this one, I just did a video about Let Me Love You by Justin Bieber. You can check that out if you're interested, and hey, you're cool, bruh. You're cool. Deuces. Bye.